Hi, I'm Dave Worzel, and you're watching PHTV4 Spotlight. Today's Spotlight is on the boys volleyball program at Stagg High School in Palos Hills. With me on my right, we've got head coach Pat Kelly. On my left, we got one of the athletes on the team, Dennis. And so we are like deep into your season. We're going to get a little bit of a recap and a little bit of a preview of like what's coming up as you head to the end of the season. But Coach Kelly, can you tell us about yourself a little bit first? What do you teach, and how long have you been the head coach here? What's your background in volleyball?
This is my first year as the head coach, but it's my 10th season in the boys program. I was a math teacher for my first 7 years here, and now I am teaching business classes. So 3 years of business. I have coached 25 out of the last 30 seasons here. I coach golf, I coach basketball, and now I'm the head volleyball coach.
You're wearing a lot of hats. Well, congratulations on the inauguration year, as head coach. And I think you guys are off to a good start. Can you give us a quick recap of how things are going, how you feel about the team is playing?
Yeah, we are 9-3 right now. We haven't started conference play, but we had a great weekend at the Argo Invite last week. We cracked the top 10 in the Southtown for the first time in a couple of years, so we're firing on all cylinders right now, and we're hoping to keep that momentum going.
Congratulations, that is great, especially heading into conference play like that. Dennis, how about for you, as a senior on the team, in your experience, how are you playing and how do you feel things are going heading into this part of the conference play?
I feel like I'm playing great. Definitely some areas of improvement for me and as a whole team, but coming into conference, I'm feeling great. Hot start to the season. I feel like, we're building as a team and we're ready for conference.
All right, good. What a great feeling, to be in that situation. Know you got some things to improve on, but also feeling good about where you guys are at. So maybe that kind of begs the next question. They're all important. You mentioned conference play coming up, but are there certain teams you look forward to, especially because of the rivalry or who you're going to play or what the match means?
Yeah, obviously District 230. We have Andrew and Sandburg, who we already played this year in a try at Andrew. So we always have them circled on our calendar. A big one against Lincoln Way East next Monday to kick off conference. They're ranked number 2 right now, so we're going to be ready to go.
All right, good luck. I love those big matchups like that, right? Exciting play. Dennis, how about for you?
Other than conference, I think a big one, especially this year, would be Argo, especially since we've beat them twice already in their own tournament. And it's just a good rivalry between us, always a close game, and I'm looking forward to that tonight.
All right, good luck with that. The rivalries add a little extra energy to it, don't they, for sure? All right, how about if we turn away from volleyball for just a second? I'm going to ask you a couple non-volleyball. Favorite subject in school?
Favorite subject in school? I've always enjoyed history, whether that's been like American studies or government. Just found history to be the most interesting to me.
All right, great subject area. How about, I don't know if it's related or not, enjoy the last month and a half of high school left. Post-high school plans yet? Do you know what you're doing or where you're headed?
Post-high school plans, as of right now, planning to attend a 4-year university. Not too sure where exactly, but yeah, that's my plan so far.
Okay. Any thoughts when you might study, and is volleyball in that future too?
Yeah, volleyball is probably in that future if I go to college, and areas of study, got a few options, but leaning maybe towards business right now.
All right, good luck. Inspiration there for him. All right. And then let me think. I'm going to turn away, come back to, I've been asking you guys all the easy questions. Now it's time to get serious, all right? All right, so here's the situation for you guys. Game 3, okay? The first 2 games were very close. You win the toss, so you're going to get to serve, all right? You got to make a decision, and obviously your athletes are going to be talking to you. Are you going to receive the serve, or do you want to serve? Are you going to attack a weaker opponent? If you choose to serve, are you going to attack a weaker opponent, or are you going to look to hit a seam? What would you advise Dennis to do there?
Well, Dennis is our first server, so I have nothing but confidence in him. I would probably choose to serve. I'm a statistics guy as a business teacher, so I'm always breaking down numbers. He's been great this year. And then on top of that, it sets up our big blockers and hitters in the front row, so I would probably suggest serving.
All right, and then are you going to try and have him hit a seam, or are you going to look for an opponent to go after?
We talk a lot about communication in practice, and I'm always giving them zones. And again, when you hit a seam, sometimes that communication breaks down between zone 5 and 6 or 1 and 6. So, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Dennis, you heard your coach's advice. What would you recommend in that situation?
I would also go for a serve. I feel like we've been a pretty good team when it comes to aggressive serving. definitely want to apply the pressure to start the third set if it's a close game. And like you said, I'm our first server, and I know he has confidence in me, also my teammates, and then I also have confidence in myself that I'm going to make that serve. So I would probably go with the serve.
Okay, and are you going to hit a seam or are you going to go at somebody?
We've actually recently, the past couple practices, been working on trying to hit seams, so that's probably been a focus of ours. And I feel like that's a little bit easier on me, try to hit a seam, hit in between two guys, hopefully hope for an ace. So,
right.
yeah.
I like the ace part of it, and obviously it's going to depend probably on scouting a little bit and what your opponent looks like. All right, well, good luck. I hope if you're in that situation, you deliver it and you're good with it. Final question for both of you. What do you like best about, and obviously you've been coaching for a long time, you got multiple hats on, but what do you like specifically best about coaching volleyball at Stagg or being part of the program playing volleyball at Stagg? Coach?
I think it's kind of a culmination of things. You become a piece of all the head coaches that you've worked under. So Tim Kazmarek, when I first started here, Deanna Fischel on the girls' side, Jordan Sintich last year, even Marty Struess and John Daniels in basketball. So it's taking what you learn from them and putting your own little spin on it. So that's been the best part. Obviously learning some new things as I'm going, being the head of the program. But again, I'm a piece of everybody that I've come from and just trying to make them proud.
Yeah, what a great acknowledgement to the history. Like, you are a chapter of it, and it's going to have your character on it, but you are part of that much bigger thing going on out there. And you mentioned some, really great names there too. Dennis, how about for you? What do you like best about being part of the volleyball program here?
What I like best about being part of the program, honestly, it's great after sitting in a desk all day in class, being able to come in here and play with the guys, seeing my friends just have a good practice and build up excitement for the games. But yeah, I really love the sport, and it's just always great to be in here.
That is when you think about what a great addition, like high school without sports, yes, education is critical, but there's more to it than just the classroom, and I think you captured it very well. In school all day, and then get out here, get after it with your teammates, and have a good time. All right. Coach, good luck. Dennis, good luck. I'm excited for you guys. Glad you're off to a great start, and hopefully that continues to roll for you.
Thank you.
I'm Dave Worzel. You've been watching PHTV4 Spotlight. Today's Spotlight has been on the boys volleyball program at Stagg High School. Thank you for watching.